Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is War Train here. If you're new here, please subscribe and click the notification bell down below. And do me a favor, like and share this video to all your friends. I really appreciate it. And today's video is actually about the Konami Castlevania collection on the Nintendo Switch. This is an awesome collection of retro games, guys. I'm a big fan of all Super Nintendo, Game Boy, NES titles. Love them. I've been playing them since I was a kid, so I've been dying to get my hands on a Super Nintendo game on this bad boy right here. Unfortunately, Nintendo hasn't released anything for us on their online subscription yet for free. That would be great if they did that. I know we all want Super Nintendo games at least on that subscription. So far we've just got NES titles, and let's face it guys, NES titles are great, but it's like, we have a lot of ways to play them. Just like this, in this collection you get 3 Castlevania games on the NES. You get Castlevania 1, 2, and 3. And then you also get the Super Nintendo Super Castlevania 4, this is the game that I've been really dying to see get put on the Nintendo Switch. This all runs on emulation, so let's check and see how good this stuff runs. I heard it did run pretty good, but we'll find out. There's also Game Boy games on here. There's 2 of the Game Boy games that were Castlevania games on that system. There's a dot matrix mode, so you can simulate what it was like to play on an actual Game Boy on your big screen TV, which is phenomenal. Can't wait to check that out. For me, that's probably the only way that I'll be playing those Game Boy games on this. Definitely a big fan. But this is $20 on the Nintendo eShop. I think it's a great deal. Finally, Konami did us a solid and put something awesome on the Nintendo Switch. So let's check out these games, see how they run, and see if you're interested in buying Castlevania Collection for the Nintendo Switch, guys. Alright guys, so let's check out the Castlevania Anniversary Collection. This looks awesome. Alright. Okay, so over to the right we have a list of the games. We have Castlevania 1, 2, and 3. We have Super Castlevania 4 from the Super Nintendo, Castlevania Adventure, Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge for the Game Boy, Castlevania Bloodlines, which I guess was also called the New Generation somewhere else, Kid Dracula, and the bonus book. Let's go right ahead and check out this bonus book. This artwork, I'm sure, is phenomenal. Konami had some awesome artwork around this time, and these cover arts for these games were fantastic. So here they show the variants, which is pretty awesome. You get an idea like what Japanese got, the Japanese got, or maybe like maybe in Europe or whatever. So you could see the difference. This is what they got in Japan, which that is awesome. I really like how they have Dracula there. They have it in ours. It's a little different with the color variants and how big everything is, but definitely cool. Whoop. Prematurely backed out of there. It's coming off different systems. It messes me up. The A and B buttons are always swapped on Nintendo's consoles. So here we got Simon's Quest box art. Whoop. So that's what we got over here in the States, and that's what they got, which is pretty much the same thing. We just don't get the background, which kind of stinks. They got Dracula in the background, which was pretty cool. Alright, so let's go to the next page. Alright, this is where things really change. As far as Castlevania 4, look at this. I mean, that was our box artwork, which is really awesome. I'm definitely a fan of that artwork there. Zoom in a little closer there. So wow, look at that. I mean, that's just great. It kind of captures everything in that game. And let's see. Okay, so here's what they got in Japan. Also really cool. Got a big bug-eyed Dracula there. The Belmont looks a little different, but it's still pretty cool. I like ours a little better. It's a tough choice, but I think we made out on that one. All right, let's see here. We got 2 awesome artwork that we got here in the States. And Yeah, we got way better artwork here. So I'm definitely happy about that. Look at that. Wow, that's impressive. Just good stuff, man. Wow, what a great artist. Okay, so we'll go to the next one and let's see. So we got the Game Boy games. Just really impressive covers on this. So let's see. All right, so that was the Japanese one. Yeah, yeah, I think we got the better one there as well. So let's take a look over here. So this is us right here, Castlevania Adventure. Looking awesome. Got Dracula there. Okay, so pretty much the same thing. That's cool. All right, so let's see what's on the next final page, I believe. Okay, so we have Kid Dracula and Bloodlines. So this is European. We got the Mega Drive cover there. So, yeah, pretty plain. Let's see. So here's ours. Awesome. That looks fantastic. Wow, look at that, guys. So we got some awesome artwork. Let's see what we got above. Okay, same thing for Japan. So yeah, we made out big time in that deal as well. And here's Kid Dracula, 1990. This was a Famicom game. This game looks awesome. I love the little cartoony artwork that they did with the Castlevania series. But wow, definitely impressive. So if that's any indication of how the game looks, then, you know, definitely neat. So we'll go ahead and check out Kid Dracula right away. I'm definitely interested in checking this game out. Like I said, we never had this in the States. I don't believe I even have a ROM of this game at all. So this is brand new for me, and I am definitely going to be checking this game out because, man, it looks good. And it holds up today because of the cartoony art style and just the super bright colors. You know, wow, this is impressive. All right, Kid Dracula. Let's check out Kid Dracula. Yeah, there was some controversy why we didn't get it because they have some characters with some symbolism that just wouldn't have worked here in the States. It looked like swastikas, but it wasn't. I guess it's some kind of like Asian symbol that means something else, but I guess they didn't, you know, even want a chance going through the headaches of having a controversy about them, which I can't blame them because it's just not worth it. All right, so we got a coffin. Kid Dracula's in there. Let's wake him up. Cool. Wow. Hopefully nobody's prone to having seizures watching this. There's definitely lots of flashing colors there in the beginning. Alright. Wow, this really looks good. And it's weird when you're like side scrolling there. Well, as you're scrolling it kind of reminds me of Super Mario 3, how just the way that the side of the screen seems to move like that. But in Super Mario 3, you get part of the screen on the other side of the board. So maybe that's just how some of these certain games were made. Wow, I died fast there. Alright, so, okay. Make sure I'm just shooting here. So this is kind of, you know, in a sense, like a platformer style shooter. Gee whiz. I guess, wow. I guess when you get hit, you don't get any invincibility time. So keep that in mind if you're playing Kid Dracula. So I'll move on to another game. Let me just see if I can get past the first like 10 seconds of this game. Okay. Whoop. So I definitely didn't want to push that. I pushed it before and wound up dying. See if I can take him out from below. Probably could, but I ain't got the patience. And it's probably gonna cost me. Alright, so took one out from underneath. All right, definitely need that heart. Okay, cool. That gives me an extra heart. I like that. Oh! What are you supposed to be? Man, this is a pretty fun game, man. Really surprised how good this is. I'm really enjoying this. So I'm not going to go any further. I won't spoil it for you. That actually was enough that we can kind of get an idea how that game plays. So let's exit out. Okay, so I want to check out one of these Game Boy games. We're going to check out Castlevania 2. Belmont's Revenge for the Game Boy. Okay, so this is, they did it like a black and white style here. I'm not a fan of this just because it's not close to the original. So I'm going to see if I can go into the settings and change that. Let's see, how do I do that? Yeah, let's just start it. Okay, here we go, filters. Yes. Let's see. Trying to figure out how to get over there. Let's see, what is this? Okay, so you can put borders up as well. Let's see. Display settings. All right, dot matrix. Yes. Let's check this out. And then they also have one too that looks to be making it look like the Game Boy Color. That's pretty cool too. Wow, this looks good, man. I'm impressed. Sure, we'll go here. So I guess you can select your stage. I'm not familiar with this game. That really does look like a Game Boy screen. That's impressive. Okay, so we're going right to left. Whoa. Is that hurting me? I guess not. Yeah, I've never played these. I guess these games are slow because they're on the Game Boy. This one actually runs pretty decent. I heard the other one is really slow, and I'm sure it is, but this one doesn't seem to be running too sluggish. I'm sure this is the way that the Game Boy ran it. It definitely is impressive looking, I gotta say. This really does look like that dot matrix screen. Oh, didn't want that to happen. Okay, so let's check out, I'm gonna check out another filter quick. Whoop. Let's see, display settings, and let's see, okay, so you can do color filters and scan lines. That's pretty neat. But we're just gonna put on the colored filter. All right. Okay, that's pretty cool looking too. That definitely reminds me of Game Boy Color, that's for sure. Because I know that was pretty primitive looking. Oh boy, I jumped in the hole. I meant to get on the rope. All right, well, let's check out another game because I want to show you guys some gameplay from multiple games here. Okay, exit, yes. All right, let's check out Super Castlevania 4. All right, I'm definitely a big fan of this game. So glad to have a Super Nintendo on here finally, guys. It's a shame. Hopefully Nintendo is actually gonna put on some more Super Nintendo stuff onto the Switch so that we can, play some more games. I'd love to have Super Metroid on there. Maybe a little Super Punch Out, Contra 3. That would be great because I could take it with me and I could suspend the game in sleep mode. That's the kind of stuff that I want to do. So, all right, so let's start it. All right, a little name action. War Train. Whoop, whoop. Alright, it seems to just make it in there. Okay, so here we go. And this is very reminiscent of the first Castlevania game. Very similar as far as the beginning of the game. But what an improvement over the NES game. You can just... The 16 bits definitely made a huge difference. Yeah, what a great looking game. Alright, got the knife. And it's cool how they used like a, you know, the foreground and a background area that you can go through like the fence here. Definitely kind of neat. So they didn't do anything like that on like the NES or nothing. Not that I remember anyway. But this looks great. The emulation seems spot on. M2 does fantastic work. These games seem to be running really good. I heard that they did, and I definitely believe they do. That's for sure. Doesn't even... I'm not even really picking up, like, lag on the controller, really. Not that I can notice, anyway. It pretty much seems like I'm almost playing Super Nintendo. Definitely a big fan of the Super Nintendo. I have a Super NT Mini. I really like that. Just the best way to play Super Nintendo games, in my opinion. But it's definitely something you're going to pay for. Alright, so this game's running good. It's looking fantastic. And I'm going to be moving on now to another game. Alright, so let's get out of there. That's cool, you can save replays, and in the beginning it seems like you can actually just like, you know, replay whatever gameplay you were playing, which is really cool. Alright, so let's check out some original stuff here. It's Castlevania 1. Such a classic game. Just this game's so colorful too. Lots of colors considering your character's just like brown and drab colors. But thank God they used like, you know, reds for the fire and green for like, you know, to show vegetation in the background. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. The buttons are a little weird how they're set up. I didn't see anything that any spots that you could actually like, you know, change them to what you want to put them as. That would be cool. Like I said, I don't believe there is any. That'd be nice if they put something in there, maybe in a patch. Because, yeah, it's very odd how they have this set up. It's let's see, what is this? B to jump, and alright, A for slash, B to jump, but they also have, I guess that's, what is that, X? I think it's X or Y to jump too. It's kind of weird. Maybe it ain't so bad. Alright. Come here. Come here, beast dog. Now, I am not great at these games by any means, but I haven't played this stuff in a long time, and I've never beaten these games, so now is my opportunity. I'm probably going to be playing a lot of this, and definitely trying to make it through a few of these games. Alright. And getting through that part. Yeah, there's the good old NES flicker. That's still there. You gotta love that. NES flickering because it couldn't handle it. Too many sprites on screen or whatever. Some great music to this game. Got these goofy looking guys, the fish people. Alright guys, well this is Castlevania 1, so let's check out another game. Let's see. Well, yeah, that wasn't it. There we go. So let's check out Bloodlines. Whoop, went to the wrong screen. There it is, hitting the wrong button again. Alright, here we go. Castlevania Bloodlines. Let's check this out. Start game. So this was actually on Sega Genesis, and you don't see a lot like this game like all over the place. This is actually coming out on the Sega Genesis Classic, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. That's really cool. Alright. So this definitely has a Sega Genesis look to it. Alright, let's just get to some gameplay here. Alright, start it off. Okay, John Morris, sure. We'll be that guy. And see, go there. Okay. I guess we got Dracula's castle in the background. Man, this is a nice looking game as well. Alright. Wow, this is definitely feels like a Genesis title. This seems a lot faster than the Super Nintendo game. Just like, wow, yeah, it definitely is faster, and this control is awesome. It's smooth, man. I'm really liking this. Yeah, the gameplay is definitely faster. I know some people, this is one of their favorite ones, and I could definitely see that. It's kind of an oddball, being that it's on the Sega Genesis and the Mega Drive. Man, they really come at you. Yeah, definitely a fan of the faster speed. Because was always, to me, one of the things that, you know, I disliked the most probably about these games is the speed. You know, they weren't the fastest. But this one definitely remedies that. And too bad they didn't put Dracula X, or Rondo of Blood, as it's called too, on here. Because that would have definitely been cool. Wow. What a difference from the first game to this. Those are those fish guys I was just fighting against. And wow, they look different. Oh no! Oh, there's that knocking you off into stuff. Alright. And one thing about these games, they have great music. This music sounds great. Really does. And this would have had a little bit of a different sound being on a Mega Drive or a Sega Genesis for us here in the States. But the audio wouldn't be quite the same because it's not on the original hardware. You know, that Genesis sound is definitely unique. And cool effect in the background with the lightning and the clouds. Definitely digging that. Alright, so I'm at my first boss here in this game.
And getting hurt by the glass. I have a feeling I'm not gonna make it. Okay, cool. So he's breaking the glass. That's slick. Okay, so I didn't make it. Oh, that's awesome though. He's definitely a cool looking beast here. Let's see. I was hoping they started me right at him. I guess I'm pretty close if I'd stop getting hit by these bats. Try him one more time and then we'll end the gameplay section of the video here. Oh, don't want to do that. Alright, let me get out of the way here. Hopefully I can dodge some of this glass. Well, that didn't go so good. Alright, I got him. So there goes the beast dog. Alright, well, we're gonna end the gameplay part there, guys. But that is some awesome gameplay on this game. So I hope you guys really enjoy Castlevania games, because I think this stuff looks phenomenal, especially playing it in HD on the Switch.
Okay guys, so now we've seen the gameplay of Castlevania Collection on the Nintendo Switch. What did you guys think? Did you think it was pretty awesome? The games ran super smooth. I think there was a great collection of games on this. I like how they incorporated the extra art stuff, which was awesome to see those old covers and the ones from, you know, different regions. Very cool. And I also really like the Game Boy dot matrix setup. I think that is just awesome that you can do that and, you know, make this look like a real Game Boy games on even like if you put it on handheld, man, that is awesome. That's just like such a you know, head nod to the Game Boy. It's crazy, you know, that we've came this far with everything that you can, you know, now play all this stuff on a handheld and TV mode system, but you can also simulate what it was like to, you know, play on CRT or play with the dot matrix filters. I mean, this is like awesome stuff. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you like this collection of games, what did you think of the emulation? I thought it was great. I thought the games looked phenomenal. I thought it ran great. I think this was an awesome port job for all these games. I'm glad that they made this collection. I'm a super fan of Castlevania and all these retro style games. But that's the video, guys. Do me a favor, subscribe, like, share to your friends. I'd really appreciate it. And with that said, that's the video. I'm Wartrain, and I'm out.